Hey everyone, today we're going to do a little bookshelf tour and this is going to be my Buffy collection. So this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I was inspired to do this because of Bobbi, which I'll link her channel in the description box. She is a huge Buffy fanatic as well, so I wanted to do this so that I could show her my Buffy stuff and then everybody else my Buffy stuff just because I can. So I just recently moved this cube shelf over next to my window and reorganized it and thought I would do the video. So let's just kind of get started. So up at the top here, I actually have a piece of artwork that I got from Baltimore Comic-Con. I can't remember the name of the artist, and you're going to see a little bit of glare. But it's actually a funny rendering of Sunnydale post-apocalyptic season 7. And it's just really cute and I love it. And then going to the left is another piece of artwork that my sister actually got for me. I believe she got it off of Etsy. And it has one of my favorite quotes ever: "The hardest thing in this world is to live in it." And it's Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy Summers and moon phases. It's just really cool. This action figure of Angel, I actually got when I was a kid. And I say kid because that's when I originally watched Buffy. I believe I was in middle school when she was in high school. So she's a little bit older than me, but you know, there it is. But that is my Angel action figure. I had it opened, but I saved the box. We're gonna go down, and behind here I have the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game. I do have the newer one, which I'll show you in a moment, but I kept that game and I'm glad I did. Over here I have these little figures that came in these like little mystery boxes. So it's kind of one of those like collect them all kind of things. So I have Spike, Drusilla, Buffy, Faith, Giles, and Xander. And then moving over here, we have the 20th anniversary of Funkos. So I have Faith, Buffy, Dark Willow, Xander, and Giles. I also have a replica of a stake and some kind of hammer thing. Let's go down here. So this is another little Buffy kind of figurine thing. Not sure, somebody gave that to me. It's like a rock candy. There's also a willow, which I wouldn't mind getting. Behind here, I have an action figure of the Master, who is the evil villain from season 1. I didn't really have a spot to put him, so he's just chilling back there. Also, I had a duplicate of the Giles from up at the top, so I put him down there, as well as my Sunnydale High School senior class ring. I don't know if that's going to focus or not. It says class of 1999. And the famous Wet n Wild shade Buffy nail polish, which I'll never use. So these books right here are actually seasons 8, and they are, there's also season 9 of Angel and Faith, but these are actually library editions of the bound graphic novels, and they're huge and they're really heavy. I started collecting these, but then they don't make them anymore, and if they do have them, they're really expensive to get. So this is pretty much it. I have the season 8, and then the rest I have in the other graphic novels, which you'll see in a moment. This is really neat. This is Angel and Faith season 9. It's a spin-off graphic novel series of the Angel universe, which is connected to the Buffy universe. This is actually really nice. This is called Panel to Panel, and this is seasons 8 and 9. These are just large portraits of artwork from the graphic novels of seasons 8 and 9. Moving over here, we have some books about Buffy, obviously. Angel After the Fall, this is the volumes 1 through 5. So this is basically like, so if you're not familiar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer ended on television after season 7, and then they continue it in graphic novel form. Same thing with Angel. It ended after season 5, so this is season 6 in graphic novel form. This book right here, Bite Me, this is one of my first Buffy the Vampire Slayer books that I got that was not, it was kind of like a fan book, and I was super hyped about it at the time. The Watcher's Guide, these are books about each episode. I believe these are like seasons 1 and 2. And there's like images about the costumes, there's scripts and different things from the actors and producers and writers. Volume 2 is here, so this continues on. There's also one called The Monster Guide. This is all about the demons and monsters. This was another book that I got. I've actually never read this either. That's so sad. This was a book that somebody wrote about the philosophy behind Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I got that as a youngin' too. These three right here are more recent. Slayer Stats is actually really cool. It just goes through all the statistics about things about the show and the series, like number of vampires dusted by this character, number of times this person said this word. So it's actually really funny. Pop culture references and all of that. This is a limited edition 20th anniversary cover of the Watcher's Guide. So it's a really neat version of that. They're sliding. This is also a side book, Tales of the Slayer, which also came out recently as well. These are the 2 original Xbox games. I just can't part with them. These 2 little books, this is The Harvest, which is actually a novelization form of book 1 or episode 1 of Buffy. And then this is the Gatekeepers trilogy and Out of the Madhouse. I've actually read these. I read them back when they originally came out. Tales of the Slayer, this is basically the same thing as this, but this is actually just a different cover of it. Sunnydale High School Yearbook. This is actually really neat. It's a yearbook, as if we were going to Sunnydale High School and graduated in class of 99. This is like a yearbook, but it also has a lot of stuff about the show. And then I do have the Once More with Feeling script and sheet music from the musical episode. So now we're moving down to this shelf. These are the regular Funkos. I have Buffy, Willow, and Spike. I would love to get the remainder of them. Spike, that's in vampire form. The Gentleman, which is so expensive and hard to get. And Angel and Oz. Behind there we have another art from one of my favorite local artists of Willow when she was in one of the Halloween episodes when they were in college. And then we have the newer Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game. I actually have the expansion coming, which I'm super excited about. Have not played it yet, but looking forward to it. And then we have this shelf. This shelf is primarily graphic novels, but also some books. Starting off with Slayer. I have not read this yet, but I want to. It's a spin-off story of one of the new Slayers. These 3 giant babies are a bunch of just small stories about the Buffy universe. I have read all of them. They were really good. These little guys are actually like tiny little spin-off high school versions of Buffy stories. I've read all of them. They're really cute. This one here is just a standalone graphic novel of Willow. Oh, by the way, if you're looking down there, I have some boxes to ship stuff from eBay, soccer stuff, and scrapbooks. I just don't have room to put them anywhere else. And I don't have enough Buffy stuff to fill the entire shelf. So if we're looking at this, this one I actually just got recently. This is a newer graphic novel. I haven't read it yet. So all of these here are seasons 8, 9, and the start of 10. We also have this, which is another little spin-off graphic novel. So these are all the different seasons of Buffy that are continued in graphic novel form. I also have some original magazines that came out. This is it's got the cardboard and everything, comic book. This is the official issue 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic, and it's in a frame. I will not ever get rid of that. And then I also have another comic, some more bound comics in here, etc. So that is it for my Buffy the Vampire Slayer shelf and collection. I understand that this may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I wanted to do this just for Bobbi. So if Bobbi's the only one who watches us, then awesome. If you're a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I would love to see your collection. So let me know down in the comments. Please like, thumbs up. Let me know if you're a Buffy fan or not. If you want recommendations of my favorite episodes, I'm happy to do that in a video. If you want like my top 5 episodes to watch. If you want any questions that you have about Buffy, just let me know. I'm happy to answer. So yeah, I'll be coming at you with another video very soon. Hope everybody has an awesome day, and I'll see you all another time. Okay, bye.